From leaked information about Joe Biden's executive order to some important updates about rising crypto adoption, there is a lot happening right now. So let's talk about it. So first of all, we are now seeing a recovery in the crypto market as most cryptos are back in the green. We can see here that Bitcoin is leading the market with a significant recovery, while altcoins are also following its course. Now, while we are seeing some positive momentum in the market, the extreme fear sentiment is still prevailing among investors. We can see here that the crypto fear and greed index is still sitting in the extreme fear zone, showing that investors are still reluctant to come to cryptos. This is happening because the price of gold has been rising as the Russian-Ukraine war pushes demand for safe haven investments. So the thing is that owing to these global uncertainties, investors are worried about investing in risky assets such as stocks and cryptos. However, the cryptos have still managed to rise amid this uncertain environment, and I'm going to talk about why this is happening. So the thing is that U.S. President Joe Biden is set to sign an executive order this week summarizing the government's strategy for dealing with crypto. As per Bloomberg, the order would direct federal agencies to consider potential regulatory changes in addition to the national security and economic implications of cryptos. So we know that the White House has been under pressure to play a more central role in setting policies for and regulating cryptos. And that pressure has only increased with the sanctions imposed against Russia for its invasion of Ukraine and concerns that companies and individuals could use cryptos to bypass them. Besides, we know that the White House has been working on the order since last year, and in January reports surfaced that the order was coming soon. The order will require federal agencies to report later this year on their progress with respect to dealing with digital tokens. Now, the biggest news is that the details of this upcoming order have just been leaked. We are now seeing that Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has mistakenly slipped the details of this order. Yellen's statement was released a day early, apparently by error, and quickly deleted but was captured on a web archive. It shared early insights into the details of President Biden's soon-to-be-released executive order, and it revealed that the order will call for a coordinated and comprehensive approach to digital asset policy. Moreover, the executive order could result in substantial benefits for the nation, consumers, and businesses. It will also address risks related to illicit finance, protecting consumers and investors, and preventing threats to the financial system and broader economy. Now, this report also talked about cryptos and how the executive order is going to deal with them. So Janet Yellen said that will convene the Financial Stability Oversight Council to evaluate the potential financial stability risks of digital assets and assess whether appropriate safeguards are in place. And because the questions raised by digital assets often have important cross-border dimensions, they will work with their international partners to promote robust standards and a level playing field. The most important thing is that she called President Biden's move historic, and she thinks that the coordinated approach on the policies around cryptos will support responsible innovation. And now, we are seeing that this news has got the crypto market rallying with Bitcoin's price shooting over 7% in the last few hours. Bitcoin is back above the 41K range as the broader crypto market registered about 6% gains. The crypto market has been waiting for a long time on the crypto executive order and how it shall impact the market. It seems like the Biden administration has taken a balanced approach rather than just taking a tough stand. And seeing this information, I think that it is actually not bad. What we are seeing is that the U.S. government is not limiting or banning cryptos. They are only going to place some policies in order to limit all the scams and frauds involved in cryptos and protect investors' interests. So this is actually a good thing for cryptos since investors will now no longer take cryptos as risky assets, and this is exactly why we are now seeing this surge in crypto prices. So we can expect that once this order officially arrives, investors' confidence may return in the crypto market and things may get better over the long term. Now, another important update is that the U.S. Treasury Department is launching a new initiative to raise awareness of the risks involved in investing in cryptos. According to officials from the Treasury Department, the move comes as the asset class transitions from a niche market into a mainstream investment, potentially drawing in less sophisticated investors. Treasury Undersecretary for Domestic Finance, Nellie Liang, has stated that the target demographic is people that have limited access to mainstream financial services. She stated that they are hearing more and more about investors and households who are purchasing crypto assets, and they recognize the complexity of how some of these assets operate. Liang also said that the department is just trying to raise awareness without trying to stamp out new technology and new innovation. So this is yet another positive step for cryptos taken by U.S. authorities. I think that more education and awareness for crypto investing would be helpful for the overall market. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's price for a minute. So we know that this latest information about the executive order has injected positive momentum in the crypto market. And this is why we are now seeing that Doge has regained support above the 12 cents mark after slipping towards 11 cents. Although this is not a massive surge for Doge, I think it is still important since we may not see further sell-off from here considering the positive momentum injected by this news about the executive order. From a technical perspective, Doge is still facing strong resistance from the 14 cents price level, and it may find it hard to break through it. Moreover, it is still moving below its crucial moving averages, while the daily RSI value is also entering a negative zone. Still, I think we can expect some positive momentum from Doge in the coming weeks since this executive order is going to come out this week and it can inject more bullish momentum in the crypto market. And now, let's come to Bitcoin. So we are now seeing that Bitcoin has been trending up after staying on the downside for the last few days. It has risen by about 7% in the last few hours, breaking through the 41K price level. And as explained before, it may be related to the executive order signed by President Biden, which clearly expresses support for crypto innovation. So this is pretty good for Bitcoin and its holders, and it is also good for altcoins like Doge since they will be following Bitcoin's trajectory from here. Meanwhile, crypto strategist Altcoin Psycho is saying that Bitcoin's market structure over the last 3 years is similar to Nasdaq's price action during the early 2000s. Talking about how Nasdaq performed from 2003 to 2008, he is highlighting that we have got a downtrend in 2003. After this, we got a double bottom with a higher low where we had a really crazy parabolic run on Nasdaq in 2005. And looking at Bitcoin, he is saying that Bitcoin is currently following the Nasdaq chart on a step-by-step basis. So should Bitcoin actually follow the Nasdaq script, it is looking at a downside potential of nearly 25% from its current value. However, this fractal suggests only a short-term bearish price action for Bitcoin. We know that the Nasdaq ignited a massive bull run in 2010 that continues to rage on today, so Bitcoin can do the same. On the other hand, crypto analyst Rect Capital is saying that Bitcoin is signaling that it is ready to revive itself from a multi-month downtrend and form the beginnings of a fresh bull run. He believes that Bitcoin is no longer in a downtrend but in the middle of a bounce from a strong macro support level. Rect Capital is saying that in order for his thesis to remain valid, Bitcoin faces the key task of holding the 38K mark. If that critical level holds as support, he is predicting that a rally to the next major area of confluence at around 51K is in play. So if all goes well, he believes that Bitcoin may be on track to do a repeat of last week's rally where it shot up nearly 20% to 45K. And now, let's come to some important and very positive updates for cryptos. So we are now seeing that the utility of Bitcoin is increasing in Ukraine amid this ongoing war. Ukrainians have been embracing Bitcoin for everyday purchases as the National Bank of Ukraine suspended the foreign exchange market, limited cash withdrawals, and prohibited the use of fiat currencies via digital platforms like Venmo or PayPal. So this is positive news since it is showing us the true utility and features of Bitcoin and cryptos. The thing is that while other financial systems have failed, only cryptos are available for Ukrainians to manage their tasks. And as per another report, Thailand's cabinet has decided to ease up on crypto taxation laws. The country aims to promote and develop the industry that has surged in recent years. The new rules announced recently are going to allow traders to offset annual losses against gains, which could be considered a generous decision in favor of traders since most market participants are trading at a loss rather than a profit. So this is a sigh of relief for traders in Thailand, and most importantly, it is showing us how more and more countries are becoming lenient towards cryptos. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen that the upcoming executive order from Joe Biden is actually crypto-friendly. While it has already injected some positive momentum in the market, we are going to see more fruitful outcomes over the long term. So this is going to be pretty good for Doge and others. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Where do you think Doge is heading from here?